Yo, football fans, Big D back with another episode of the Big D podcast. Before I bring in Bandy, please subscribe, like, and share the Spunky Spectrum Sports YouTube page where you can see all my content. Upload a lot of videos, upload and more come. And also check out the Big D podcast for you audio listeners on Spotify and Apple. So, joining me this evening is the host of the Fourth and Flex Fantasy Football Podcast, ba- Talk Tampa Bay Bucks, Bandy. So, Bandy, how are things going in Arkansas?
They're going good, man. I'm born in Tampa, just for the record. Throw that out there. But I'm living in Arkansas, still supporting my Bucks. You know what I mean? Got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, I mean, trust me, I'm a Jags fan at home, even though like 5, 6 hours from Duval County. So, obviously, this season's not gone well for your Bucks because a lot of people thought that the Bucks would have been one of the NFC's best team, but through 8 games, Tampa's 3-5. I mean, you won two straight road games against Dallas and New Orleans, and then beat the Falcons, but lost 5 out of 6. So, coming into this season, where did you think the Bucks would be at the midway point?
Not here. Not here at all. But you never know what's gonna happen. Tom Brady says, football is hard, and I think that we just expect Tom to just be great all the time. When he's less than great, it just it doesn't look right to us. Something feels off, and I know you as a Jags fan know what it's like to feel it for your team, and I am feeling it for my team this year, buddy.
Yeah, trust me, I hate losing. So you mentioned the GOAT. So I mean, it's been a weird season in for TB12 because I don't think I've seen the GOAT be as frustrated. And I mean, whether it was the divorce with Giselle, but how much has Tom Brady's lack of consistency hurt the Bucks? Because you guys got a good offense. I mean, yeah, Gronk retired, but you've got Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and playoff winning. That should be enough, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, in theory, it should be. But you know, I Tom Brady's always had a good run game, and we've got good guys, but we just can't get it going. We're last in the league in the on the run. Um, that's pitiful. I think Tom Brady has always thrived with a great defense and a great run game, and playing off that play action, stuff like that. But everybody knows that he's going to sit back and he's going to throw the ball because they can't get it moving on the ground. So I think that's making it harder for him.
Well, one thing, whether it be New England or now Tampa, is that Tom Brady, no matter what the receiving core, no matter what the defense or running backs, always played behind a competent offensive line. And this year, Tampa Bay's offensive line has been the worst in the TB12 era. I mean, other than the two tackles, you and I could be playing guard and center. I mean, of course, Ali Morpet. Nobody mentions, but Ali Morpet retired, which solved the
Hmm.
problem. And then Jensen was hurt in training camp, so you lose a really good guard, one of the toughest centers in the NFL. So guess what? The leadership's not there. The offensive line doesn't have the same punch, and I don't care if it's Barry Sanders, Jim Brown, Walter Payton behind Tampa's offensive line this year. Nobody's getting holes.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. It's wild what's going on over there, man. The offensive line is a wreck, and we got Gedeke there. We got a couple of guys trying. I mean, they're trying, but we saw Tom yell at him. I mean, he there's a reason he's yelling at him, But I mean, Ryan Jensen should be coming back soon, right? I mean, So that's a plus. There's that leadership. I'm excited. Hopefully we get Jensen back and things start churning for us the right way.
Yeah, because Tampa's got the league's worst rushing attack. Oddly enough, the opponent, which we'll talk about in a minute here, the Rams have got the second worst rushing attack. So of course, this will probably be the game when Leonard Fournette runs for 180 yards, and whoever starts for the Rams runs for $120.
Well, I hope you're right. I got Leonard Fournette on my fantasy team, so I could go for 180 and two tugs.
Yeah, I think a few of us do. I mean, you imagine anyone who drafted the Bucs offense, that'd be me in best ball. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that.
So how much do you think the coaching switch from Bruce Arians to Todd Bowles has affected the offense? Because yeah, Byron Leftwich is still there as the offense coordinator, but Bruce Arians felt like he really helped Arians and Brady really helped the offense. And I don't think the offense is quite the same when you've got a defensive mind head coach compared to an offensive mind head coach like Bruce.
Yeah, when it first happened, I thought, we still got all our main pieces there, so it shouldn't be too bad of an issue. But the more I see it in person, it seems like Todd Bowles doesn't have that get out there and, get them kind of attitude that Bruce Arians brought to the team. And, he's still around. Why don't they let him come back to the sideline at the very least and rile those guys up? You know what I mean? I mean, what's the worst that could happen? The guys on, Mike Florio gets mad and talks crap about it.
Or who's the yeah. I'll have the talk show guys, but I think it would help. I mean, whether Bruce is directly or indirectly involved would help.
Yep. Yep. That no risk it, no biscuit thing that Bruce Arians, brought to the team. It just feels like it's not there. Todd Bowles, he's trying. He's giving it his all. You can tell, but he's just the kind of person that, he's very level-headed. He's, straightforward. But Bruce will get in those guys' asses. You know what I mean? And I think that's what they need.
I mean, you know how determined Tom Brady is. He might be 97 years old, but Tom Brady's energy level has not wavered.
Mm-mm.
And we know Tom Brady's not going to beat people scampering out the pocket. He's not going to be a Josh Allen, uh, Lamar Jackson, Justin Fields, Pat Mahomes who's scampering around the pocket. He's going to be a pocket passer.
And that's what we want from him. Like when I see him take off and run, I get scared, man. Like if Brady goes down, I don't think Gabbard or any of them guys are going to be able to hold us down. So when he starts running, I'm just like I start freaking out a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you.
Maybe Tom Brady and two in Miami. I don't know if there's a thing with Florida quarterbacks, but maybe Brady and Tua running should just not be legal.
I agree. Although, what was that last year when he took off for that 11-yard run against the Bills and he hopped up and he was super fired up about it? I gotta admit, I love that, man. That was so great watching him do that.
Hey, I mean, Tom Brady rushed for a touchdown in the 0-1 divisional game against the Raiders, which we know for a different reason, but
yeah.
but defensively, I mean, Tampa's defense is good. I don't think you've got quite the same issues there. It's just the offense needs to do more of its share of the work. I mean, defensively, I think the Bucs. I mean, you've got injuries. A few guys not quite where they've been, but I think Tampa's defense has been okay enough. And you think, well, you gave up 41 points to Mahomes. Well, everybody gives up 41 points to Mahomes, but I'm not worried about the defense quite like I would be with the offense.
Well, you know what is strange? They feed off each other. You know that momentum shift. They can feel it when the offense is clicking, the defense starts moving. You know what I mean? And I love that about them. If you go back to the Ravens game, you know we started off a little hot. You know we thought things were going to start going good, and what did the defense do? They came out and they played hard, but then we got the ball a couple more times, punt, you know, no third down conversions, and the defense just started to their energy got brought down. You know, it's back and forth. You know, they got to play off each other.
Yeah, and it's weird because Tampa's defense usually good at stopping the run, and yet second half of that game, Lamar and the Ravens could do whatever they want. It's like 3 yards, 4 yards, 5 yards, 6 yards, and it's like the Bucs are not going to stop the Birds.
Come out of halftime, and Kenyon Drake took off for what 40 yards. It's crazy.
So obviously your division's crazy right now. I mean, nobody would have predicted the Atlanta Falcons leading through week 8, but I mean, is this the one division where Tampa can get its act together? Because you imagine you win the NFC East, you'd be done.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, usually formerly known as the NFC least. You're right. You're right. But we still got a chance. We've won 3 games. It's sad. First time Brady's been under 500, I think, in his whole career, right? From what I understand, and you know, we got to get it together. The Falcons, the Saints, the Panthers, they all seem to be clicking though right now, and that's what worries me. So in looking ahead at our schedule, it's a rough schedule, man.
Speaking of schedule, how about this weekend? You've got a pissed off LA Rams team heading to Raymond James Stadium. I mean, this was a game I stuck on the calendar thinking this could be an NFC Championship preview, and it might be winners, maybe alive for the playoffs, loser might be thinking about next year.
Mm, mm-mm. Yeah, both teams are not producing like they did last year. That is for sure.
Well,
Both.
I mean, if you look at the Rams' offensive line, you would know why, because I think Rob Havenstein and Allen are the only guys still there from the Super Bowl team. Everybody else is either like retired or gotten hurt, left the team. Like the Rams' all offensive line is,
Mhm.
ugh.
Yeah, they're missing Andrew Whitworth over there for sure. And maybe he needs to come out of retirement Thursday night football and get in there and help him out because it's rough. And that just goes to show you how important the offensive line is. They get none of the credit, you know, when things are running smoothly. But, you know, those guys do a lot of work up there, and I think they deserve, you know, some credit, especially when, you know, things are rolling the way they're supposed to be.
Well, I mean, look at when you played the Chiefs in the Super Bowl a couple years ago. Kansas City didn't have a prayer blocking you guys, and now Kansas City's out. The Chiefs' offense line is so much better, so Patrick Mahomes can do his dipsy do whatever it is.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. That was a great game. That was a fun time for me.
So, what's going to be a key to this game? Is it going to be which team can sort of run the ball a little bit in this game?
I mean, I'm thinking Bucks, Fournette, Rashad White, pass catching back out of there. I mean, I guess that's not technically running the ball, but he is a running back. I think we can definitely do something. I mean, but Cooper Cup might be out. You know what I mean? So we don't know, you know, how it's going to look, but um, I think we could take them. I hope we could take them. We need a win bad.
Yeah, especially because the week after you're playing the Seattle Seahawks, but you're not playing them in Tampa. You're playing them in Munich.
We're flying over to Germany, and then yeah, I mean the season is halfway over already. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's weird. You're playing, yeah, week 10, you're playing the Seattle Seahawks in I believe, the first ever NFL game in Germany.
Is it the first ever? Wow,
I think so. I'm not 100%, but I think so.
Interesting. Interesting.
Hey, the good news is you will probably beat the Seahawks there because the Seahawks are playing in Glen, Arizona this weekend.
Fingers crossed, man. That's definitely
No, I mean beat them to Munich. I don't know if you beat them because the Seahawks actually lead the NFC West. How Seattle's leading the NFC West beyond me, but
I don't know, man. Geno Smith, he's probably in the he's probably in the running for comeback player of the year, honestly.
that's probably the least you could say. You're probably winning at this point.
Who would have predicted that, by the way?
Pete Carroll.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, he knew something was going on over there. He knew what was up.
So with the trade deadline yesterday, I mean, a bunch of teams made moves. I mean, Dolphins got Bradley Chubb, Vikings got T.J. Hawkinson, Bears added Chase Claypool, Eagles got Robert Quinn. I'm trying to think who else. Bills got Naheem Hines, but the Bucs did nothing. Were you surprised the Bucs didn't look to add an offensive lineman?
100%. 100% I was surprised. I just kept waiting. My phone would go off. I get a notification. This is the one. This is the one. Nope. I mean they're obviously confident with what they have. The problem isn't the players. The problem is putting it together, and we're getting some pieces back. Like I said, Jensen is, he's starting to feel better. Hopefully be back this week. I don't quote me on that. I'm just hoping, but yeah, it was pretty sad. But like I said, I think that they realized the pieces are there to make it happen. And hey, we added Tyler Johnson to the practice squad. Welcome back, buddy.
So wait, is he going to be like the eighth Buck receiver to get hurt this year?
Who knows? Who knows? I mean, we got Julio back finally, but who knows?
Speaking of guys coming back, is there a chance that the Bucks can get Robert? You mentioned Andrew Whitmore with the Rams. Is there a chance the Bucks bring back Gronk?
Woo! I hope so, man. Bring on some Gronk. We need him. We need him. Brady needs him. That'd be great. But I just feel like Gronk is done. From what I've heard from him, it's there's not a chance of it happening. And I've heard Skip Bayless and all those guys talk about it being a big possibility, but I just don't see it. I would love it, but I just don't see it.
I think yeah, just have Gronk on like third down and in the red zone.
Right. Yeah, he said it would only take him 2 weeks to get ready. You know what I mean? Like,
Two
we
weeks,
just.
it might take him 2 hours.
That'd be great. I'd love Gronk to come back.
After LA and Seattle, you have a bye. Then Cleveland, New Orleans, at San Francisco, Cincinnati, at Arizona, Carolina, and Atlanta. How many wins do the Bucks need to potentially contend in the NFC South this year?
Let's see. We got three. I'd say. Ugh, I mean, if everybody else doesn't do great, I mean, ugh, seven, six. Ugh, can we even get seven? Is there enough left? Yeah, there is. 7 wins, I think, probably could get us there.
That would be 10-7.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you imagine a 14-win team's playing a 10-win team in the wild card.
Yeah, well, Brady, he ups his game when it's playoff time because that's to him is when the real football starts. So,
Yeah, none of this regular season stuff. Like you can, yeah, Aaron, you can win the MVPs. I'll just win Super Bowls.
and we were a wild card team going in the year we won the Super Bowl. Just saying.
And won 3 road games. I love what the Steelers did in Jerome Bettis' last season.
Yeah, great run to get there and win it.
Hey, I mean, Steelers might not have won in their home stadium, but Jerome Bettis won in his hometown.
Right? Yeah, we were the first. What are the odds also that it happens 2 years in a row? Home stadium win, home stadium win.
I don't think it's going to happen this year with the Cardinals in Glendale, but I mean, not
Yeah.
if Kyler Murray's inconsistent. Uh, let me see. Let me see if I could test your trivia here.
Uh-oh.
Uh, the LA Rams and Tampa Bay Buccaneers have played some memorable games, but this I'm going way back for you. I'm testing your memory. Who was the Buccaneer quarterback when you played the Los Angeles Rams in the 1979 NFC Championship game?
Oh.
I'll
Can I
give
guess?
you a hint. I'll give you a hint.
Uh-huh.
He became famous for a Super Bowl record in the 1980s.
Steve Young.
No,
I don't
I don't think Steve Young
get,
played it. I don't think.
probably not. Give me some choices. A, B, C.
Okay, let me see. I don't know if I.
You're right about the Steve Young thing.
I'll give you a hint. Think Super Bowl in Southern California against the Denver Broncos.
Mm, I don't know, buddy. That's way back in the day for me, man. I'm 30. I'm 34.
I'm 30.
All right, you got me, man. That's way back in the day. Huh?
Doug Williams.
Doug Williams? Makes sense.
Thought I would test you out with some Buck trivia. I'm like I like to do it with some of my guests. I'm like I thought your memory would go back more than Tuesday.
Yeah, well, you overestimated me.
Have you thought about getting tickets for the Munich game?
I mean, if somebody gave them to me, yeah, but I mean, flying over there, I don't see it happening right now, man.
You know how
I,
much the tickets would cost?
how much?
No, I mean, have you looked up?
Oh, I don't know, man. I just it's definitely out of the realm of possibility for me, so I didn't even look. Flying all the way over there. I mean, I'd fly to Tampa, to go see a game, but I ain't flying all the way to Germany.
I'm trying to think if Little Rock's airport's even big enough to fly that far into Europe.
Well, we got a X and A airport that's a little closer. That I think they go that far. I mean, I would go somewhere else, probably to a bigger airport, and then go over there. But yeah,
Probably sounds like Atlanta if you ask me, right?
probably. Yeah. Here's Atlanta again, standing in our way.
If you beat the Falcons. I don't know. Oh, you beat the Falcons and you beat the Falcons with the help of the Zebras. That stupid bogus roughing the quarterback call.
Hey, Brady throws tablets, not flags, right?
Hey, speaking of tablets, is what's the over on how many tablets Brady throws the rest of the season?
I don't think he throws another one.
He might if Jalen Ramsey takes it back for a pick six.
He might. The last time they met though, he threw a bomb over Jalen Ramsey's head to Mike Evans. So, but Jalen Ramsey's he's playing lights out this year. So,
I think Jalen Ramsey gave up a touchdown to Jamal Chase in the Super Bowl. We know why, because Chase pushed off.
oh yeah, he pulled his yeah. Yeah, the Bengals aren't looking quite as good without old Jamar, are they?
Yeah. You take away a number one receiver, and all of a sudden the quarterback's average, Joe.
Well, it seems like the Bengals need to have all their core pieces in order to be great. I mean, from what I see.
Well, I mean, look at Miami this year with Tua, Tyreek Hill, and Jalen Water. If the Dolphins' offense is steaming, you can't stop it.
Yeah, that's scary over there.
Yeah.
They added Jeff Wilson Jr., didn't they, over there in Miami?
And Bradley Chubb.
Yeah, I love Jeff Wilson Jr. over there, man. He might. You think he'd take the role from Mostert?
No, 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 no.
Mostert is usually the most hurt. Honestly, that dude's always injured, so we never know.
I thought McCaffrey was always the most
Yeah, he's looking good, man. He was my play for comeback player of the year before the season started. CMC.
Heck, it might be Jimmy G and CMC for comeback player of the year.
Yeah, jeez. Old Jimmy G back at it.
Yeah, back at it, throwing touchdowns, and probably in San Francisco deep in the playoffs. Oh wait, and you guys play them in a few weeks.
Yeah. And they are looking good, man. They're scary.
Yeah. So thanks for having on, Bandy. We wish you Bucs well. Hopefully, you start winning because it's better when Tom Brady's winning and not throwing tablets.
I agree 100% on that one. I appreciate you having me, man.